Renee here, and I love scooters, and I want you to love scooters. So with that, you're here to see, are scooters safe? And the answer is kind of. You've heard of, cyclist accidents, pedestrian accidents, car accidents. Anytime you enter the road, there's like this chance that you could end up in an accident. So are scooters safe? About as safe as anything else, I guess you can do. But what do we do? So when we hop in our car, most of the times, most states require you to at least, throw on your seatbelt. They have airbags built in. When you're out running at dark and you wear lights so that people can see you. And so every time you do things, you try to mitigate your risk. So scooters are the exact same way. So part of that's just understanding the risk and then doing things to prevent yourself having problems on the road. So one of the things that's striking to me whenever I did some research in this space myself was that 60% of fatalities on a scooter are those that are not wearing a helmet. Wear a helmet. So it's pretty basic. So I am a full face helmet wearer. I like the extra protection down the bottom. I've seen enough pictures in this research that was like, yep, I'm wearing a full face helmet. So I do. Another thing that was striking was that 26% of fatalities involve blood alcohol content of the scooter rider that is beyond that 0.08 limit. Don't drink and drive, but I think that's been beat in enough. Don't drink and drive on the scooter either. So if you feel like it's less of a risk because of what it is, still don't drink and drive. Same thing with the drugs. Stay off the scooter if you're going to do whatever you're going to do. Underinflated tires. Apparently that's another big thing, cause for accidents. And if you don't have the properly inflated tires, you're more likely to lose control. So this could mean road service issues or when you're cornering, if you just don't want to lose control, clearly. And then your speed in relation to others. So if you've got a 50cc scooter that's going to have you going 30 miles an hour, don't hop on a 45 mile per hour road. And the area that I live in, 45 is really the minimum. And so while that is technically a speed maximum, it's not treated that way. So whenever I was driving the 45, there's times of the day in particular where I wasn't feeling safe. And so I will be run over, and you have those distracted drivers texting and driving, whatever it is that's causing the distraction, I don't want to be squished. So I make sure that I'm going a speed that I feel like is comfortable with the speed of the traffic of the other people around me, the other drivers around me. So pretty basic things, right? So number one, I'm wearing a helmet. Number two, I also do pre-ride checks. So I'm kind of a creature of habit. So on Sundays, I go and I wipe down my scooter at a minimum. Sometimes I wash it, full-on wash. And then I also do the actual check of the tires. And so during the day, like the week, if I'm just gonna hop on, I kind of do a visual check because you can kind of tell when the tires are low with a little practice. So I just make sure that they're inflated perfectly on Sundays and spot check it through the week, and it's not a big deal to make sure that I have that risk factor under control. I'm wearing my safety gear beyond the face mask and stuff because I just keep any accident injuries at a minimum for myself. And then I'm really big on wearing reflective gear. Part of what I feel like makes me more comfortable on the scooter is that the be seen and be safe kind of idea. And you know what? I'm kind of a dork, so I'm going to get off and show you. So I do have my helmet here, and the one that I wear all the time, or most of the time. I actually put little reflective decals on it. So, and you can't really see them. They're dragons. They're totally dorky. I get it. But it just kind of adds that layer of visibility. So I have other like decals on my scooter and on my license plate and things like that. And it's a cute color, right? So I picked something that I probably would have gone with white just so I could decorate this thing better for Christmas and Halloween and just have a good time with it. But I went with something that was bright and obvious and cute. And so people are like, hey, because if they're pointing and looking, I'm safer. They know I'm existing on the road. So there's some things you could do. Don't hop on the scooter, with drugs or alcohol in your system. Have a good time decorating your scooter. That just makes you seen. And then, pre-ride checks. So is a scooter safe? Kinda not. But I do the things that make me feel comfortable and try to drive defensively so that I can make it home. And I hope you do the same. So don't be scared of the scooter. The risk is there, in other types of vehicle types. But they're a ton of fun. And so you can do whatever you need to do to find that intersection of that fun and safety. So anyway, if you have any questions or concerns, by all means, put some information in the comments. I have a guide on my website that actually goes into a little further detail on some of these things and some additional statistics and sources and things of that nature. I'll link it in the description below, and also a helmet safety guide or helmet buying guide. it's super helpful if you're not really sure what to look for in a helmet, and it'll help you get a little more comfortable and understand what features you want before you head down to actual shop. So again, I'll throw those links in the bottom.